What's up, my beautiful kings and queens? So what I want to talk to you about today is, are you receiving your higher calling? Well, we're going to discuss some signs that you'll see if you are receiving your calling this lifetime. All right, so let's jump straight into it. So one of the first things that you're going to experience is the feeling of being lost or confused. Okay, it may be different for all of us, but majority of the time we're going to experience some of the similar things. Okay, I know for me, I definitely was feeling a shift within. I don't even know why I was feeling lost. Like, everything in my life seemed to be going accordingly. Like, my finances, like, I was unhappy with everything, like overly comfortable, like something that seems like this can't be it. Like, it has to be more to life than just waking up, going to work. I had like 2 degrees. Like, I felt like I was stuck in a cycle, like a hamster on a spinning wheel, literally going in circles. So that was one of the first things that I personally experienced when I knew I was getting my calling. Well, I didn't know it at the time. It wasn't until like way after the fact, but I was feeling lost and confused. So you may feel that. So if you're feeling lost and confused, that's going to be a telltale indicator that you are receiving your calling. The next thing, and this is very common, you are going to begin to question everything in life. I'm talking about nothing that you was taught when by your parents and any religious institutions you were a part of. Even in school, you're going to be asking a lot of questions like, where do we really come from? Even if you read the Bible, you're going to have questions about the Bible. I grew up as a Jehovah's Witness, and I always had questions about death. Where do we go when we die? And some of the things that, well, really all of the things that they were explaining to me just did not resonate. It did not make sense. A lot of the teachings in the schools did not resonate with some of the things I was feeling on the inside when it came to life. I would lay on the concrete, look up at the moon. Like, I feel like we are being watched. Now, me growing up, I was taught that things like spirituality, manifestations, and rituals, spells were demonic. So I was just so confused about so many different things, the different cultures and the different backgrounds. But I had like a tremendous amount of questions. Like, is there only one God? Is there multiple gods? Like Egyptian mythology, Greek mythology, you know, if it exists, it had to have been, you know, it couldn't just all been made up. So that's going to be another telltale sign. You are going to be asking questions about life, about everything that you have been taught. You are going to question it. Okay, now after that, and these can go in different orders, it doesn't have to be exactly how I'm explaining it to you. But after that, you're going to start researching. You're going to be feeling lost and confused. You're going to be asking questions. And the next thing, you're going to be researching. Okay. So that means any literature you can get your hands on, you're going to be trying to get answers to these questions. Because when you go to external sources like people, if you go to your pastor, even if you ask your parents, sometimes your friends, it's not going to resonate. It's not going to be making sense. Okay. You have to follow that inner guidance, which is going to be guiding you to different books, different YouTube videos, different platforms, different online videos, anywhere. Okay. To get these questions, you're going to be reading it. For me, I was reading different books. I went back to the Bible, the New Translation with the Kingdom Hall. I was looking at the Quran. It was another Bible that one of my co-workers had given me to use. I was looking at that. I was all over the place. I hooked up with the Mormons, trying to learn. I was everywhere. You get me? I was like, really, I was in every book. I was looking at numerology. I was looking at astrology. Well, not numerology yet. I was looking at astrological books. Anything to try to get the answers to these questions. So that's going to be another telltale sign. You are going to do a lot of research. Okay. Now, here's another sign. Like I said, it doesn't have to go in that specific order. You are going to begin to isolate yourself. Okay. Because you are confused. You're going to be doing so much researching. Things are going to start changing around you. It's not going to make sense. The things that used to make you happy and you used to have so much fun, those activities or the friends that you used to hang with, you're not going to resonate with those activities anymore. You're going to start separating. It's just like your spirit is now calling you to get on the path or to get in alignment with your destined purpose. And that's not part of your purpose. It may be part of your growth and your ascension and the lessons we're supposed to learn, but it is not supposed to go with you to your next season. So it's going to start decreasing phone calls, hanging out, and trust me, people are going to notice. They're going to be thinking you're acting funny, you're acting different, what's the problem? And they're not going to be able to comprehend what you're going through when you're telling them you just feel different, you want something else in life, it's something more. They're going to think you cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but you're not. This is part of your ascension, your calling. This is what you're going to experience, okay? The next thing after you go through the isolation is that you're going to have vivid dreams. You're not even gonna be able to explain it. They're gonna be coming. For me, I had a dream of dying for 6+ years. I was running through a field with a spirit being chasing me, throwing daggers at me and lightning bolts. I never could figure out what that meant until later on after my ascension, that I was unhappy with everything in my life and I needed to cut cords with everything, including my marriage. I literally hit the reset button on my entire life. Okay, so you're going to have vivid dreams. You're not going to know what they mean. They're going to be very detailed. So my advice to you is to get you a book, get you a dream book, and document everything, because I promise you all of the dots are going to connect later on, because this is still part of your calling. Now the next thing is mood swings. Okay, you're gonna have so many different mood swings. You're gonna be up, down, happy, sad, mad, confused, frustrated, irritated. For me, I was very much irritated because everything in life, it just wasn't making sense. I'm just like, I got questions. I'm doing the research. The more I research and learn, I'm starting to grow and to evolve. And I'm just like, okay, so your mood swings are going to be all over the place, but it's okay. That is very, very normal. You're not losing it. You're not a problem. You're not an issue. This is your ascension because you're being called. Now, what you're going to start seeing after that is synchronicities. All right. You're going to get signs, buku everywhere. You may not recognize it initially, but after they continuously repeat and reveal themselves, you might see numbers. You might even see colors. My brother, he sees colors. You know, I don't see colors. Not the way that he does. Even now with my spiritual growth, you'll see numbers. You may hear words. You might keep hearing certain phrases and songs, and then you hear somebody talking about it. It is all guidance. Your angels and ascended masters and your ancestors are trying to guide you to your destiny path and where you need to be. This is all part of your spiritual awakening, your spiritual ascension, and you receiving your higher calling. This is what it is. Now let me tell you, this is going to be the kicker now. This right here, I'm going to make this the last one. It's plenty of other signs, okay? Drop it in the comments below if you experience anything different than what I mentioned. But check this out, okay? The last one I want to mention is you're going to have an energetic pull to make drastic decisions in your life. And when I say drastic, I mean drastic. Like, you might be called, it's time to quit that job. You need to let it go. It's time to leave that relationship or marriage. For me, I was married 12 years. It's time to leave that marriage. It no longer serves you. Okay. You may have toxic vices or habits that you're going to have to kick. Whether it could be smoking or drinking, whatever it is, you're going to be called and pulled to go down the path of healing, of being able to reinvent yourself, rehabilitation. You're going to be called. So it's going to be drastic changes, right? Now, they're going to give you time. Your ascended masters, your angels, God, the universe, whatever you choose to identify with, they're going to give you time to hear the calling and to answer the calling, because either way the calling is going to keep coming back. It's not going to leave. It is going to get worse and worse as it keep coming. It's going to be ring. It's going to keep coming back. So you're going to be called to make drastic changes in your life, and it could even mean, besides cutting family out and friends, again, vices, it could be anything that you're going to have to cut out, walk away from things. Who knows? It's different for all of us because our mission and purpose is totally different, even though the big picture is still the same, to help our world send to a positive direction, to raise the consciousness of mankind. So yeah, so these are some of the signs that you will experience when you are receiving your call in this lifetime. All right, I love y'all. Take care. Bye.